Welcome back. We're in our fourth lesson talking about the quick edit modes. We're using the photos from chapter 5, and I wanted to show you where the quick edits are again. So click on this is the edit task pane, and we're going to click on quick. We've already made some edits to this photo in the last lesson. So we're going to double click, and we're going to correct this photo. Remember that when correcting photos in quick edit, you want to use the top-down approach. You want to start from Smart Fix. If you don't like that, then use lighting, color balance, and sharpness should always be last. If you have a full document and you want to make the photo smaller for the web per se, use sharpness on the smaller version. Okay, sharpness is the last thing. So if you resize an image, apply the sharpness to the resized image. Okay. So which corrections would you do to this photo? You can see it says snow, so it's going to be low contrast, hint, hint. I probably would use the lighting and probably use levels. See what that does. All right, brings it out a little bit better. I probably would increase the saturation a little to bring the brown color a little bit better. Ooh, you don't want to overdo it. Just a little bit. It just takes a little bit. Okay, for example, and then click the check mark. Let's say that I'm happy with the photo so far and I want to save it. How would I do that? I will go over to File, not Save. Not save for the web, but save as. Save as is going to tell me where I'm saving it, and I always want to know where I'm saving it. I can always assume it will be chapter 5 because we're in chapter 5 right now, but I would want to know. Then let's talk about some things here. This is the file name. If you notice that we use quick edits, it adds the word edited only when this is checked. Save in a version set with original. If I uncheck this, the edited is disappeared. So if you were to save this at this point, it will overwrite your original file. If you click the check mark, it will add edit to the file name, so you'll have your original and you'll have this edited version in a version set that we've talked about previously. You can include the ICC profile, and you have a format to choose. Always choose Photoshop PSD PDD. PSD is a Photoshop and PDD is a Photoshop Elements format. This keeps all your effects, filters, and all layers intact. Some formats will flatten them. You don't want to do that. You don't want a PDF format. There's no reason for that. Yeah, PNG, no, and TIFF, no. You always want to keep full capabilities in the photo. So if you've done any editing, make sure you choose the Photoshop format. Saving in a version set with the original is a good idea, because if you're going to rename your photo the edited version so that you know it's the edited compared to the original, why type it? It's better to use a check mark and just include it, and then click Save. By checking Save in a version set with original, you have selected to create a version set with this file. This will group it as we've talked about previously. And how do we know that? We can go back to the organizer, and we can see if we expand it, there is that version set. So here's the original, the less drab one, and there is the new one. You see this edit in progress? This is because we are working on this file in the editor side, and that's why you have that bar across, which prevents you from messing it up here in the organizing side. So let's go ahead and collapse the version set. We'll go back over to the editor side, which we have. And in the next lesson, we'll talk about what I've not talked about in the previous 4 lessons, are these tools over here on the left-hand side.